Boom. Hello. This is Ancestral Energy, Dovydas Lukšas, holistic health coach. And today I want to give you 5 simple holistic health based practices for 2024 to maintain a good state of health and to cultivate that vibrance, that radiant energy. And energy is life, energy is health. The more energy you have, the more you can do everything. So let's dig into these practices, and based on the practice, some of them you might want to do daily, some of them you might want to do weekly, monthly, perhaps even seasonally. And I'm gonna go through them, and you can kind of maybe make yourself a schedule how you do these things based on your agenda. So first thing is grounding. It's just plainly putting your bare feet on the ground, and this has been scientifically proven to reduce inflammation. So if you have any joint or bone or any kind of different inflammatory processes happening in the body, which you can also test just by somatically feeling yourself, or you can also test blood markers such as high sensitivity CRP and many different factors. Grounding has been proven to reduce inflammation. Furthermore, it's been proven to reduce cortisol and adrenaline, so the stress hormones, which are elevated due to physical or mental, emotional stress. And just plainly putting your feet on the ground is very good to reduce the stress. So now the third thing, it's still kind of an ongoing process, but it's been proven to help with reducing electromagnetic frequencies that we all are exposed to, EMFs. You can do more research on that, but cell towers, Wi-Fi boxes, and some people have also these smart meters. That thing, especially I know the US folk have it. Here in Europe, in the north, we don't still have that stuff, but it's been proven to actually cause a lot of EMF exposure. So all of these technologies are affecting us on a cell level, and so if you don't see the waves, it doesn't mean it doesn't have an effect on you. So this grounding has been proven to also protect and help to release that charge, which we sometimes tend to build up, and it's just good to keep the body in a healthy bioenergetic state. Now, the second tip for healthy 2024, that's cold and hot exposure, and preferably in cooperation. So mixing these both things together. So here in the Baltics, we are crazy about just good dipping into a lake or river or just a pond, whatever you have. In the Baltic Sea, we cut ice and we make or in a lake, or sometimes we make a place to dip into the water, but then after that we heat up in sauna, and we do several rounds of that. So this is very, very good for making your blood flow and lymphatic flow better. So blood flow, of course, is heart and circulation problems are one of the major health disorders in the world, but in general, blood helps to nourish the body, and lymph gets moved, and it moves toxins. So with the movement of and a good, healthy, functioning lymphatic system, you also keep your waste system working properly, and that's one of the most important things if you want, for example, to have lots of energy, healthy mitochondria. You need to remove the trash, the waste from the body efficiently. So that's one of the things. Then if we speak about autophagy, autophagy is the mechanism where deformed or unhealthy cells get eliminated or also changed up from so either the cell can get removed or it can also get remanufactured into something new, and that mainly happens during fasting, especially prolonged fasting. However, hot and cold exposure also increases the levels of autophagy happening in the body. Now, besides that, we have benefits for metabolism, for immunity. Also, the higher, for example, body temperature, which you get from sauna, helps to also kill the infections and pathogens in the body, and also the cold as well, when it's not in like crazy amounts where I know you get hypothermic or to like a crazy level where some people go really nuts with that. But I mean, if you keep balance, just as we can see the perfect yin yang, everything needs balance. If you maintain the balance, you will reap all those benefits. Yeah. Now, the third tip is to actually do seasonal fasting. So seasonal, that's like the best. If you can do a seasonal fasting, for example, with summer and winter solstice and fall and spring equinoxes. I like to just do it with nature, with these very favorable, like important days of natural cycles as they are changing. I think it's good to do it seasonally, just to give some time for your body to be free of digestion, because then the energy of the body can go to different processes such as repair, regeneration, detoxification, and that's actually what is happening at when you are fasting. The body is cleaning, repairing itself, and we also need those cycles of, like, as you probably know, fasting and feasting. So, and the more you are able to keep those cycles, also maybe perhaps feel it intuitively. Maybe you don't need to do it with some kind of the start of the first day of spring, or like a winter solstice or something like that. You just also feel intuitively when is the time to do some fasting, for example. Of course, don't also go nuts with that. Like, if you've never done intermittent fasting, then don't start a 72-hour fast. But if you have some experience like I do, you can also like easily do a 36-hour fast and feel very nice about it. Actually, I recently finished a 36-hour fast, and I just felt it was time for me before the new year. So fasting is amazing. Fasting is the cure for almost all chronic disease, and it's a free cure. What you need is just some willpower, and just stay away from the food, be within and feel. It's also, I would say, a very spiritual process, and for everybody can be very different. But we need to find the answers. And I feel that you can really find sometimes them when you're fasting, because intuition also increases, and I know the dream process becomes quite vivid. And if you're into Carl Jung and dream interpretation, or just any like deeper psychological work, it's also quite an interesting process. So try out if it resonates for you. So this is breath work, and for the fourth practice, and there's many different variants of doing breath work. Perhaps our Western society is mostly familiar with Wim Hof breath work, which is also called the Tumo breathing, which looks like doing that kind of quite intense, quite rapid breathing. It's been proven to also stimulate the both sympathetic and parasympathetic systems, because it's not that you all the time you do this, because you do, let's say, 20-30 repetitions, and then you let out the final one, and then you hold. And that thing is very good to practice for your stress tolerance. The same thing as I said for sauna and breath work, sauna and ice cold exposure. This helps to really actually cultivate your nervous system, cultivate your adrenal glands to sustain a higher level of stressor, and that way to just your baseline stress tolerance increases. So physically, mentally, emotionally, the same things that would, let's say, trigger you do not anymore. So breathwork is amazing. You can also regulate just your nervous system. You can, if you know how to breathe, you can consciously take yourself out of stress state, even if the physical body, the animal, let's say, has the instinct to react in a specific manner. By actually breathing properly when it's the right time, you can change your nervous system state from sympathetic state, which is the stress state, to parasympathetic, which is the calm, relaxed, sexy state. And one of the good methods to do that, if you want to come back into this relaxed state, is the alternate nostril breathing, which you can also see. Most of these things that I will speak about today, you can also see in my channel. But this looks like that. So you breathe in through your, let's say, left now, left nostril, and then you breathe out through the right. Breathe in again through the right, and breathe out through a different one, so the left one. So you always breathe out through a different one, but breathe in through the same one. And you can keep on repeating that minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, depends on how you feel. If you are coming from a very hectic lifestyle with lots of stress, rushing, and chaos, then the baseline for you might be to start from, I don't know, 10 to 20 minutes. But if somebody is already trying to live a conscious lifestyle for some time, sometimes just a few breaths can just put you to a different energy state, where the energy is contained within. It's not flying all over the place. And because if it is, like, you yourself can sometimes feel it, but especially other people can feel that. So it's really an interesting thing to observe. Yeah, quite chaotic. All right, so, and then the fifth and final thing for 2024 is Qigong or yoga. I would myself choose Qigong. You probably know this by following my channel. I'm a fan of Qigong, but nevertheless, yoga is pretty much the principles are almost the same. Just that in Qigong you have more like a standing type of exercises, and in yoga this is more while you're laying, but there's also different exercises. But the key aspect is that it's a movement that is graceful. So there's a graceful movement and breathing pattern, and that is most important, because typically what happens with people, they are either sedentary and they don't move at all, or they're the type A personalities that's constantly rushing and never stopping, and they're like that, you know, like this like expanding fire that you cannot sustain anymore, you know. Or those people also tend to burn out very often. So what is needed is a movement that is graceful, where you also harmonize your energy. And with Qigong or with Tai Chi, you probably can see these wave type of movements. That kind of stuff. And this is, first of all, it's a movement type, so it means you get your daily movement, you get your daily controlled breathing session. Together, that improves your nervous system functioning, improves your blood flow, improves your lymphatic flow, improves your metabolism, improves your energy. There's so many things, and it's just also a good practice for self-love, whether you do Qigong or Tai Chi or yoga. And I wish you an amazing, abundant and healthy 2024 year. I promise to upload some good content here on this channel, so if you are into holistic health, follow this and we'll make this year amazing together. Ciao.